What's up, gamers, and welcome to my newest demo of Beauties Battle. Yeah, I said it. Beauties Battle. Believe it or not, this is kind of a weird game. This isn't one of those games I ever thought I would ever demo. It's not a very popular game, but the reason that I'm even bringing this game up is because despite the fact that it's probably I would consider low budget and kind of under the radar, it's actually an okay game. So I'm gonna go ahead and demo it. And who knows, maybe some of you people that watch my videos might actually like it and want to check it out. So the way that the story starts, because I've actually been playing this game for a few months, so it's not like going to be like a beginner's tutorial, if you will. But the way the game starts is you won't be able to see the opening. Is it starts off with this nerdy looking guy, with glasses or whatever. I think he finds something like a book or something, and he ends up in this world, and there's nothing but all these beauties, all these females that he gets to collect, and he's going on some kind of an adventure. But to give you the idea of what kind of game this is what I would consider the puzzle RPG genre because it has RPG elements where you get to level creatures, but it also has puzzle elements because it's kind of one of those you match a certain number of colors or shapes, whatever, to make things happen. So, without further ado, let's see the game in action. So, the reason I actually started playing this game was because there was a time I was actually looking for puzzle games to play. 'Cause I actually like puzzle games. I don't really demo them very often, and I think I'm going to demo more of them since I do seem to like them the most. And not just any puzzle game, but puzzle games that have other types of aspects to it. And this happens to be one of those games that I found when I did my, puzzle search. So I was like, yeah, I'll try it. Now, when I first saw it, I didn't really think that this was going to be much. But turns out I liked it, so I'm still playing. So basically, what happens is you get beauties. That's going to be indicated here. So these are all the beauties I have. As you can tell, I've been playing a while. My character's going to be maxed at level 91 at the moment. You can go in the hundreds. I'm just not there yet. But basically, the point is you get these heroes, you try to level them up as much as you can, and of course, you have to get their colors changed so they go from being green to blue to purple to gold. You know how most mobile RPGs are. You have to get them to a certain color, and then level them up, and then they'll be as best as they can be. The way to make your characters better is you actually have to collect other heroes and level the other heroes as well. So you basically it's under what's called support. So under support, you collect other heroes and you level them up as well. So they can be level 90 something, and then they can also be blue, purple, orange, whatever. And orange is basically one of the stronger colors, basically. I think the only thing higher than orange may be red. I'm not sure. I haven't got that high yet. But yeah, so if you were to collect a certain amount of heroes that the character is compatible with, it makes your character stronger. Now, as far as stars, I'll kind of explain that a little bit because in most mobile RPGs, you usually level a character up from 1 star all the way up to 5, 6 stars, whatever the case may be. This game is a little bit different as to where each character only has a certain amount of stars. So you're not boosting the number of stars on a character. You literally are just trying to work up to get a character of a certain number of stars. So just to kind of show you, I'll show you kind of a list of what the beauties look like. I think you go to Soul. Now, I'm going to be honest, this is a little weird for me because I've only played this game on my tablet. I have never played this game on my mobile phone, which is what I'm using right now to record. So it looks a little bit different for me. But it actually looks all right, though. Now, the ones that are kind of colored in are cards that I can actually summon right now, which I already have all of those. But the ones that are kind of dark are the ones that you know, don't have enough, I guess, of their souls or whatever to summon or whatever. So, right now, the highest hero that I have is an 8 star. They also have, but like I said, each creature here, they have a certain number of stars that they are. I don't know if there's a way to sort it as far as by level or stars. I'm not sure. Let me see. Zero beauties. Yeah, it's only by color. Okay. So, again, I've never actually had to search before. But yeah, there are some heroes that are 8 stars that you can gain. And of course, the higher the stars, the better they are. So there's a 9 star, which I probably won't be able to get for another 6 months or so. But these are characters that I can get. So each of these characters have a set limit of stars that they have. And if you want to see my collection, as you can tell, this is the one 8 star that I have. I just got her maybe a couple weeks ago, or a week ago, something. It was a week or two ago I got her. And then of course I got all the 7 star beauties. They call them beauties. I call them heroes because I play a lot of mobile RPGs, so I call all characters heroes. But in this game, they're beauties. So I have all the 7 star beauties. I have my first 8 star. I have some 6 stars, but I don't really keep them all. And then some other small stuff that I will probably sell or do whatever with. And then, so that's kind of the basic premise, is to get characters. Now, what do you actually do in the game? That's a good question. Let's check out the arena. Because I was ranked number 1 earlier, but I'm sure someone's beat me by now and knocked me down a peg. Oh, I'm still number 1. Oh, wow. And so that you know, I mean, obviously you see my gamer tag on here. I actually use Crunksta on this one instead of Big MCC. And no one has decided to attack me yet, which they will eventually. Now, you want to get as high in arena as you can so that you can gain more of the items that are called bouillons. I'm not sure if I'm saying it properly, but basically it's the in-game currency where you can get stuff done, more or less. That's the best way to put it. The number that you show, the 459,515, that's the power of the 3 heroes I have. If I hit defense, it shows the 3 heroes that I'm using, and that's the power of them. Now, I could switch them in and out if I wanted to replace them with others, but this is the team I'd rather defend with. But if you want to see kind of a little bit of PvP, I guess I could show you. So I'll just use one of my items, and you can kind of see how the actual arena goes. So I'll just fight one of the NPCs, because the game does have NPCs. I think that the arena resets every 2 weeks, so everybody starts off at a lower rank, and you have to basically beat NPCs or potentially other players to get the higher rank. So we'll go ahead and start. Now, the way that the game mechanics work is you're basically matching shapes. Now, there's kind of a triangle when it comes to what things do. The swords deal physical damage. They call it potions, but they look more like hearts to me. But the potions, which are the red ones, they have the ability to deal a little less damage, but it provides you a little more healing. And then the blue shield, basically, if you match 12 of them, you get a show where you're basically invulnerable for one attack. Is basically how it goes. There's also a damage triangle where certain heroes are better than others. It's basically a 3-way, and one is better than another, who's better than another, or is weak to another. It's kind of weird. But anyway, I'm gonna hit autos just so you can see it do it on its own. So it's matching swords. If you get 15 in a row of anything, you see a little sword with an icon, that's like her special ability. So if you match again with that sword, it does her special ability. And there you go. It just did her special ability, so she was able to kill that, person. So now, of course, there's a shield, so that I can't deal any damage this turn. Now, there's a little thing that's dealing effects. That's your pet that you see in the middle of the screen. I don't remember exactly how that all works, as I was kind of going fast on here. But you have pets that can support you. The more you level it up, the better he can deal. He can help you out as dealing more damage or whatnot. But that's basically what it is. It's kind of like a game where you kind of match, attack patterns, and you just try to take your enemies down to, 0. And you're basically doing a 3v3 when you're doing arena. There are other modes. They have what's called, I think it's called War of the Gods or something like that, where basically you do a versus mode against, people in your server. And then if you lose, you only gain 1 point, but if you win, you get points based off of your winning streak. And then whoever has the most points in that half an hour, because it's only half an hour long, basically gets, the win. So you get prizes or whatnot. I mean, nothing super crazy or anything, but it's just a way to be competitive. And on the weekends, you do like a cross-server thing. It's, like I said, a pretty simple game. I like it a lot. It's a lot of fun. I just have fun really collecting the heroes beauties. I gotta remember to say that. But I do enjoy like collecting the beauties and just seeing how far I can go. It's a really simple game. It doesn't require a whole lot of maintenance, and it's not super popular, so it's not like you're gonna have a hard time getting up in rank because there's hardly any players that really play the game. It seems like they have multiple servers, but there's not very many active people on each server, and I have the opinion that there's probably some people who play on multiple servers, but I don't know. But as you can tell, I mean, I'm gonna win here pretty shortly. So we'll kind of see what else you can do in this game after this is over. Doot, doot, doot. And there you go. And for winning, I get basically experience book. These are books basically give you experience, like I said, that helps you to level up your team. So that was against NPC number 2. Now Ronan is an actual person, but I'm not going to face him. He's actually higher power than I am. He's over 1 million, but he's not attacking me. He just chose to be nice, which I appreciate. You can also be in a guild. So if you go to guild, you can basically, let's see. Actually, I didn't do my guild stuff for the day, so I'm actually glad I'm here. You can get training points. What the training points do is that they actually boost all of your characters based on certain things. For example, we're going to level up this right here. What this is going to do is, actually, what is this? It says heal level 90. So basically, it'll help my ability to heal. Let's see if I can tap the right one. So basically, you train, as much as you want. I always train until I get 10 levels up. I have enough other resources to do that. So I'm going to do that right now while I'm kind of explaining things. But yeah, it's a pretty simple game. Again, you're just collecting heroes, you level them up, and then you do just whatever activities are in the game and just try to be the best, and just try to be active so that you can get rewards. Of course, the game does have microtransactions just like every other game does. But in all honesty, like if you want to get ahead, I guess, it's pretty cheap. Like I only spent about, I think it's like $4.99, and I get like a certain number of bullion, which is the game's currency. I get like 120 per day. That's pretty much all I do. Like I don't actually spend like a lot of money like getting all the extra boost or whatever. I just do like my monthly thing and that's it. That's what I typically do in most of my mobile games. You have a guild dungeon where you get to basically fight a boss, so I can show that off. So we'll challenge it. So as a guild, there's bosses that you can fight, and if you kill the bosses, you get equipment and stuff to help make your people stronger. Now this one you cannot do on auto, so I have to physically tap everything, or you hold down the button to do whatever you're gonna do. Again, this is going to be weird for me because I'm used to playing on my tablet, so this is going to be a little bit smaller than I'm used to, but it seems to be not too difficult to control. And the game controls pretty well. And there you go. So basically I'm just going to keep, matching stuff, and then eventually it's going to kill my first character, and my second character comes in. And basically, it's like a raid, basically. You're dealing as much damage to the raid boss as you can. And going from there. But the idea is to get match 15 of a certain color at a time, so you can potentially get, a super ability. Unfortunately, when a character dies, of course, the special thing goes away because it's a different hero now. Let's see. So if you get 12 shields, you get a protective shield that helps you for like one hit. Of course, it's a raid boss, so they don't particularly care, and it gets other abilities. This little gem in the middle, when I touch it, it just eliminates obstacles. It clears random boards, and then you get extra material bonuses, you get attack bonuses, or a little bit of healing, depending on whatever it zaps. And then basically wash, rinse, repeat. So I guess I can do a little bit of math here. Yeah, there's nothing I can get for 15, so I think I'm just going to shield up again. There we go. So I can get 12. Actually, we can go 15. There we go. And now I get a special. I didn't think I could get 15, so that worked out. Apparently math's a thing. Alright, so now these little poison things, basically, at the start of a turn, I take a certain amount of damage. That's basically all it is. so I can do more damage. There you go. He's going to counter, of course. Like I said, a really, really simple game. Very, very, very simple. But I like it. Man, it's really what it boils down to. And at the end of the day, you got to like what you play. Now, once I die here, I'll just show you a couple of other small things. Again, like I said, there's not a whole lot to this game. Like I said, not a whole lot to this game. Just a very, very, very simple puzzle slash RPG. Now, when I say it's my favorite puzzle RPG, I'm going to say no. This is something that I do enjoy playing. Oh, wow, he auto-killed her. Okay. Well, there you go. I get training points for it, and, of course, some of his health went down. And right now, I'm number 3 on percentage damage at 1.17%. So I think it's the first time I attacked it, but either way. Other than that, I mean, you know, there are other things within the guild you can do. I'm not going to go over every little detail. This is just a demo. You got the arena mode. You have the champion trial. I'm not going to show that off. This is basically how you can gain lots of valuable resources. Now, if you hit the auto button, it'll basically put together a list of teams that would be the best in this situation. So I'll hit start. Now, if your power is too much higher, you can just skip and auto win. So that's actually pretty cool. Apparently, I haven't done this for the day, so I'm actually good that I'm doing the demo now because it's something that I still haven't done. So I always hit auto and then skip again since I'm too strong. Get the auto win, and spirit is what you can use to gain more heroes to do other things. Trial stones give you resources to help you buy other things as well. Now, when you get to like every so many levels, you get to get shards for a hero. Once you get X amount of shards for a hero, you get to summon said hero. That's pretty much how that works. So we'll just keep going here since I need to do this anyway. Alright, so this time it didn't give me the option to skip because our power levels are pretty close to the same. So within a certain number, it forces you to actually play. Good news is this has auto battle, so I don't actually have to control it. So it actually makes it simple. Very rarely does the game force you to actually have to do anything. I think the guild dungeon is one of the few things where you actually have to control everything. But for the most part, even during like the regular story mode, it auto does it for you if you let it. But and basically you tap the icon on the top right that has 2 swords. If it's lighting up gold, it means it's going on auto. But if it's like blackish or gray or whatever, then you get to control it. So you can switch back and forth if you want to. Like I said, really, really simple game. And you know, I'm not going to try to push this game to say, man, you got to try this. Like I said, this is just one of those games that when I first picked it up, I really didn't think much of it. But something about it is just got me to keep playing. And all I'm really going to say as far as, you know, advertising is concerned, if you like puzzle type games that have a little bit of RPG element, but you don't want anything that's super crazy as far as having to like do a bunch of things to keep up or whatever, this is a pretty relaxing, chill kind of game. You know, nothing really too crazy about this game. I think we're about to win. And there we go. And then if the team was actually much stronger than you, it'll give you the option to retreat, but I would keep fighting just because if they kill your 3 heroes, you can summon whatever extra heroes you have to attempt to beat it. And then the trial thing here, this is where you could buy shards to summon certain heroes. And then you get other things as well. Going to other different modes, of course, you have the challenge mode, which is basically the story mode. Right now, I'm on chapter 16. So I guess I'll show me actually losing. Yeah, so we're just going to challenge her and then do the auto. It's already there. And you'll get to see what it looks like when I actually lose. Because I haven't beat this yet, so. I'm going to put it on auto because I just don't feel like, I feel like being lazy. Like if you want to be lazy with a game, this is a good game to be lazy with. Now, of course, this is kind of like a boss battle, if you will. So because the boss battle is going to be a bit harder than your regular levels, they're going to have a lot more hit points. They're going to do a lot more damage. So it's just going to be a lot harder for you to win. Now, each level has basically a 3-star system where if you complete certain acts, you get to get rewards. So here, if I clear one skill piece, clear the dungeon in 10 rounds, and defeat all enemies, I'll get all 3 stars. If you get 3 stars, that means you can rate it and not have to play it again. That's really what it boils down to. If I just win, I can move on, but I won't be able to rate it. I'll have to actually play it physically again. Now, the only reason I'm saying that I'm going to lose is because I've actually went up against her one time and lost. I didn't really lose really bad. Like, I almost had her dead. It was just, I was unlucky. My auto was unlucky, I should say. But she's probably going to die this turn. Oh, maybe not. We'll see. I don't know. I may actually win this. Huh. I got one hero left, or beauty, if you will. We'll see what happens. Like, if I win, that'll be cool. I mean, because this is just a demo. Like, I wasn't expecting to win, but let's see if she lives or not. Oh, she's almost dead. Wow. And barely pulls the win. Nice. That's cool. Okay, well, I didn't expect that one to happen. This is like the one part that was not planned, so I'm happy to see that. And of course, there's a story. So I'm going to read the story real quick in my head because I'm not a voice actor quite yet. Okay. Yeah, so there is that actual story to the game. I'm not going to really go into the whole story. Like, you can play the game yourself if you're really that interested. Again, this is just a demo, and this looks like I'm in the late game, so yeah, I'm not going to go into spoiler territory. But they have the regular mode, and you have elite mode, which basically is the same chapters, but just stronger. And then, of course, you can raid better items and stuff like that out of them. So you have that, which a lot of mobile RPGs have. And you can have a friends list. You get mail sometimes. Apparently, you can adjust the audio, which, I've never seen this. Okay, I've never seen that before. But again, this is the first time I've ever actually used it on my phone. I didn't see that option with my tablet, so again, this is a little weird for me personally. But yeah, I mean, I think this is a good place to stop. If you want to check this game out, like I said, it's an okay, chill game. If you don't want anything too flashy, you want a very, very, very basic puzzle / RPG. This is about as basic as it gets. But I think that might be part of the game's charm, and that's probably why I'm still playing it. It's a game where I don't feel a lot of pressure, that I can play casually and have a good time with. Again, even though it showed that I was #1 in Arena, typically I'm usually only like number 4 or number 7. I think typically I'm number 7 once the actual week is over or 2 weeks is over. So I'm not like, the best player in the server or whatever it is. I'm not really that good. I just play almost daily, or pretty much daily. But anyway, just check it out just for the fun of it. If you like it, cool. If not, there are plenty of other games out there. But I think I'm going to start demoing more puzzle games because those are the kind of games that I actually enjoy that I haven't really been demoing. And there's a few other puzzle type games that I've also been playing in the background that I like that I kind of want to show you guys. So, because I've been more pushing you guys towards RPGs in general or just like card games. But I think, for the next 2 or 3 demos, maybe the next 1 or 2 demos, I might do a puzzle games and then go back to RPGs. So we'll see what happens. But until then, you guys keep gaming and take care, okay?